So when we talk about unhealed inner work, we're also talking about modeling. Our parents are works in progress. So oftentimes we're teaching them as they're raising us. And whatever they haven't worked on, children tend to model that. It was Bowlby who talked about attachment theory. And in Bowlby's work, whatever attachment style you developed as an infant goes on into adulthood, and it will present itself in your relationships, whether that is a secure attachment, an insecure attachment, or an indifferent attachment. The wounds that our parents left unhealed has the potential to become the standards and principles we have for relationships as adults ourselves. You've heard of the term situationship. I've taken it and made it something different. The situationships that we find ourselves in have the power to cause us to shift our perspective, either for good or for bad. When we shift for good, we've taken accountability of what we've been through, how we've been hurt, unhealed trauma. That causes us to shift in consciousness. So situation shifts can be very beneficial, right? If you're learning. Most people do not enter a relationship to find out what's wrong with themselves. Most people are looking for relationships to bring ease and peace, but that is only half of the coin. You're a co-creator of this relationship experience you're currently in, and that's why a situation shift has a silver lining. Now, in my previous book, The Holographic Relationship, I talked about spiritual entropy in context to the scientific model. Entropy is the second law of thermodynamics. And what that basically says is any energy system that goes on will begin to break down the longer it goes on. In relationships, this is how we find ourselves looking for that spark that was lost. Another term for entropy is hidden information. So when we talk about entropy, the longer we don't address something, the longer we don't confront something in relationship, the more the relationship begins to break down into chaos.
Don't be this guy. Raise your drive and libido. It's time to man up with X-Wolf. Boost your testosterone levels to help decrease your body fat percentage and increase lean muscle mass gains. Boost your stamina and blood flow for those tough workouts. And these workouts also. Go to xlabsubs.com to find out more.
What up? Your brother Zo is in the building. Let's get all of this stuff out of the way quickly. Z-Moss. Y'all might as well just buy all the rest of them. We only got a few bottles left. Go to cmossbusiness.com and order Z-Moss, my own brand of sea moss. All these variants, trust me when I tell you, you're about to see a kick up. Shit's about to kick up again. Get that Z-Moss though. Irish moss, bladderwrack, burdock root, black pepper. Everybody hit the like button. Welcome to the ZoWhat Zolo Mansions show. You know, I have to explain it every single time. I do a Zolo mansion because my mansion show was shut down from COVID. But now that I'm back at Dash and I'm starting to program more shows, I'm going to bring the whole crew like I used to have back, and we're going to do mansions again. So you know I'm going to be on this damn Z-Moss. Go to cmossbusiness.com. Call 1-800-298-8513. That's 1-800-298-8513. Go there right now, especially if you want or if you're interested in starting a micro business of your own. My CMOS connection, man. We sell wholesale sea moss from the island of St. Lucia. You want 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 100 pounds? We got you.
Got a kilo of sea moss.
We got a kilo of Z moss or sea moss, right? So go do it right now. Go do it right now. Also, the HuriKane Report. Come on.
It's horrible.
The HuriKane Report. This is the source where I get all my current events for the ZoWhat Show. Write it, take action, maintain freedom. Please go to their website, H-report.news. This is the Al Jazeera for black folks. Their team always puts together some of the most interesting news stories that impact our community specifically. Also, purchase their merchandise, right? Do business with black business. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit it, 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 hit the like button, hit the like button. Let me say this about X-Wolf. I don't promote stuff that I don't use. I use X-Wolf, and X-Wolf is a damn good product. As a matter of fact, the brother is about to send me more, right?
Where's the female version?
What would that be like? X-Puppy?
You know
or
what?
X-Bitch?
Wolfette or something.
Wolfette. No, well, maybe he should do one for women. Mm-hmm. To be honest, maybe he should. You know, but these are all traditional man ingredients. L-arginine, Pantax ginseng, maca root, right? This is Tongkat Ali, saw palmetto berries. Like this is for the brothers.
Some ex-wop wolf.
Do you understand? Ex-wop wolf. Wow. Wop wolf. Yo.
Hit me out.
Yo, that's a product, bro. Wop wolf.
Wop wolf.
Wop wolf. You want to put the growl back in? Wop wolf.
Want to go from meow to brrr.
Jeez. I love it. I love it. I love it. Please support that business. Yes. And of course, Total Package Energy. Y'all think I be bullshitting. I'm on this shit. B12, right here. B12, right here, right here. You wanna dig?
Oh.
Nah, man, I be on this. Tough.
The B12.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one of them Flintstone fruit pops.
Nanotechnology. Jump right in the bloodstream. B12, you know what B12 is for? It's for energy, right? It's good. Then they got the vitamin C. I'm not playing with y'all. There's a reason why I ain't had no goddamn COVID. Or even considering the craccination. I'm killing myself with vitamin C. Do you dig? Trust me, this is a great product. I wouldn't endorse it if I didn't think it was. Great product. Nanotechnology, do it now, totalpackageenergy.com. Every time I send you guys to somebody, buy out all their stuff. Buy it all. Get the pea protein as well. I'm making shakes with the pea protein. Purchase everything they got. All right? And then don't forget about my stuff. I rarely promote the holographic relationship. I rarely promote the relationship dismount.
I'm going backwards.
Right? I rarely promote these books. But again, help your brother out. This is how I make a living. Contrary to popular belief, my living typically comes from book sales. Please help by supporting my books, right? I'm just gonna be honest. YouTube has encumbered us in such a way that YouTube hasn't been very profitable, and we understand our people. You know, we've been in a pandemic, and a lot of people, you know, got PPP loans and A lot of people, lost jobs. So we understand that money is tight during these times. But if you want to support Zo, go to my website. What is it? No, I got so many websites. I am ZoWilliams.com and order your copy of the holographic relationship, the paperback. If you want a Kindle version, it's on Amazon. But also continue to support the relationship Dismount, because that particular book, people are reaching out to me. Somebody reached out to me and said, yo, we had an international book club, and wow. We want to feature the relationship Dismount on that book club, but it'll cost you $5,000. What? Huh? Oh, well, no thanks. No. No thanks. This is just being black in America. We ain't got no bread for that. $5,000? Okay. All right. Somebody else reached out about the relationship Dismount. They said, we want to translate it in different languages. So the relationship Dismount is out here slapping people, right? So very powerful work. Please continue to support. All right, that's out the way. Let's get right to the nitty gritty. So many reasons why our relationships don't work. So many reasons why our relationships struggle. Before I get there, come to Mises. Oh, yes. Man, if y'all don't sign up and stop playing, www.cometomises.com. Right? Go there right now. Put in your code to get 70% off. ZoLive21. Go to www.cometomesus.com. ComeToMises.com. All right. The class begins September 22nd. It's going to be 4 days long. It's 8 hours long. Special guests, giveaways, and more. I'm having some t-shirts made up. Only 2 dozen. And, I'm just going to give those out. You need a come to Mises moment. You need to confront yourself. How you going to be a bottom liner? Bottom line, I ain't fucking with you if you don't do this. People do this a lot. Words, your words don't mean nothing. Actions over everything. Yeah. For the person that's empty, actions over everything. See, when you start understanding spirit work tells you every answer you've ever wanted is in you. Spirit work, right? Every answer you've ever sought in someone else can be found in you. When you really start doing spirit work, see, you got a lot of spirit parrots, spirit performers, spirit pantomimes. They can speak to speak, but the real work, if you're actually doing the work, there is no loneliness. There is no loneliness if you're actually doing the work. Today's topic: is trust and loyalty fear-based? Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. I know people are just coming in here. Everybody hit the like button. The like button is free. All right? Everybody hit the like button. If you're doing spirit work, there is no loneliness, right? So many people are so afraid of being alone because maybe they came in a situation, a familial situation that produced an abandonment kind of addiction, right? A fear of abandonment, right? Don't want to be alone, right? And let me just say, sorry. Sarah, have you ever experienced that fear of loneliness?
Oh, absolutely, all the time.
But do you know loneliness can be powerful?
It doesn't feel that way at the time though. Because
What does it feel
alone.
like at the time?
At the time, you really feel like, well, I feel like I'm screaming and no one hears me. I'm crying, no one sees me or cares.
Yes, go into that.
And it's like you're sinking into yourself. Like, to a person, like, I like to have control, but I feel the most uncontrollable when I'm alone.
Ooh.
Because aloneness doesn't have any type of border or place to it that you can get a grip to it. You know? So it's very, very, it's scary. It's like you're submerged in water. But you're not even, but the thing is, you realize you're not even with water right now.
You're on land. Hey, you're on land.
Yeah.
But let me just tell you, there is power in solitude. It's just that this is why you have to be very, very careful of how you frame things. Right? You'll frame it as, I don't want to be alone. So there's an aversion and a rejection of being alone.
Yeah.
Right? You add one L to the word alone, you can break it into two words, all one. See, you are full of everything you need, but you've been taught that someone has to complete you. Someone has to be the yin to your yang. But you got a right hemisphere of the brain and you have a left hemisphere of the brain. You are yin and yang. But somebody told you to ignore your yin or ignore your yang and go out and seek that in others. You can provide everything for yourself. We talked about this yesterday when we broke down the Carrie Hilson quote, when she was basically saying a man has to come in with emotional, he has to provide wise counsel and emotional, what was it? Stability. Right? If you are emotional stability, you attract those who are emotionally stable. If you are emotionally unstable, see, nobody really wants to hear what I'm saying. It should be a fucking t-shirt by now. When I said, y'all heard me say this a long time ago, right? What's our famous poet who just died, the sister? She died a couple years ago. Maya Angelou. She said, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. I rewrote it and said, no, when somebody shows you who you are, believe them. Why? Because relationship functions as a mirror. You get who you are. You can't say, come in here and be emotionally stable because I need that. No. If you embrace the oneness that comes from aloneness, you can provide that to yourself. This is why spiritual work is difficult work. So people would rather go for entertainment, stimulation, right? If I go outside, going outside is like asking a politician to take your issues to Capitol Hill. Going outside is like hiring an emissary to do the work for you. You heard that old saying, if you want something done,
do it yourself.
Oh, I know.
But we like outsourcing.
You can't outsource. Oh, wow. You can't. Sarah is amazing. You can't outsource inner work.
Because when you do that, like when you go to a telemarketer, you can't understand what the fuck they saying anyway. You get a nigga in India trying to tell you how to maintain in LA.
Wow. You can't outsource. Say that shit again, Sarah.
You can't outsource your pain.
Damn. They'll do it.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, you want to handle that pain?
It's like a fear scapegoat.
Yes. That's why expectations are so big. Mm-hmm. Hey, Dwight Johnson, man. Listen, man. I don't want to get derailed from the topic, but when people show love like that, man, especially during times like now, it just restores my faith in people. Because yesterday we did an amazing show. Mm-hmm. It restores my faith in people, man. When y'all, make that kind of financial sacrifice, that brother just hit us on Super Chat with $50. And like I said, man, we really haven't been, the Super Chats ain't been popping like in times past. So I'm very appreciative, Dwight. I just wanted to stop and say thank you directly, brother. Thank you. Hey, Zo, where can I get my pre-ordered?
We said when.
Wow. I did a whole video. I am who I am. I just did a whole video explaining the process, brother. I'm gonna have my team send out an email basically letting you guys know where we are in the process. I do videos all the time. I am who I am, explaining where we are in the process. And no, I'm not frustrated. It's nobody's fault on the user end. It's just that I get frustrated with the internet, right? Like I said a moment ago, when I come on, live, and it's not a show, people don't really watch those videos. But in those videos, there's a whole crap ton of information about where we are in the process of completing the book. I explained the whole thing. I got 3 different editors. One editor is copy editing. Another editor is we're reading together and reshaping what the copy editor already reshaped. We're in the process. All right. Our copy editor out of Nashville, she just sent me chapter 12. She has 4 more chapters. The book is 16 chapters. My editor that I work with in Oakland, she edited every one of KRS-One's books. And she's edited every one of my books. Her and I, we read what the sister in Nashville sends us, and then we reshape what she has sent us. And then we have one final editor out of Atlanta that is doing the final read over for grammar and punctuation and things like that. We, to be honest, are at least a month and a half, maybe 2 months out. And I'm really trying to get it out in August. That's my goal. Our original goal was June, all right? But yes, please watch the video that I just did before we went live here. Hit the like button, everybody. Everybody hit the like button, 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 hit the like button. Please. Everybody should hit the like button. That is free. So where was I before I had to stop and explain?
About fear, about being alone.
Right. And you were talking about outsourcing fear, which was genius. That was genius. So let's get into it. Y'all know I love Krishnamurti. I don't know why you guys aren't reading Krishnamurti. I've been talking about him for years. If you love Bruce Lee, you gotta love Krishnamurti. Bruce Lee created his whole Jeet Kune Do philosophy from Krishnamurti's philosophy. There is a book that you should get by Krishnamurti. I think it's called The First 100 Years, right? I think that's what it's called. The First 100 Years. Krishnamurti. Right? I like to look it up myself too.
Here it is.
Right?
100 years.
100 years? Okay, yes, 100 Years, Krishnamurti. In this book, they put Bruce Lee's philosophy and Krishnamurti's philosophy side by side. And Bruce Lee took Krishnamurti's philosophy and made it the philosophy of Jeet Kune Do. Remember, martial arts used to be a dance to the death, right? And then when it moved to the Far East, you know, martial arts was created by a brother. But when it was moved to the East, they attached a philosophy to it. Right? And then it became a more meditative practice. Right? Bruce Lee used Krishnamurti to be the philosophy for his Jeet Kune Do martial art, which many believed at the time and still now that Jeet Kune Do was one of the most, if not the most advanced system of martial arts and was really the precursor to what we see today as MMA, mixed martial arts. Bruce, you know, he went to the University of Washington. He loved philosophy. And Krishnamurti was one of his favorite philosophers, as he is mine. Krishnamurti says something about fear. Fear is always in relation to something. It does not exist by itself. There is fear of what happened yesterday in relation to the possibility of its repetition tomorrow. There is always a fixed point from which relationships take place. Listen, that ain't y'all. I don't want to go through what I went through before. So now fear, as I stated in the relationship dismount, has been elevated to an advisory role in your spirit. Yeah. You got to consult yesterday and what happened then. How do we avoid that shit happening again, Sarah? Do the voice of your fear. Sarah, listen, the plan is we're going to get what we want, but we're not going to feel what we felt before. You understand? See, last time we got some of what we want, not all of it, and then we felt some shit we didn't want to feel. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to start vetting niggas out based on what we want minus what we felt before. Do you see how fear gets elevated? Now,
if at first you don't succeed, fear and fear again.
No. So now, how does it get elevated? It gets elevated through ideas and concepts. One idea and one concept is trust. I need to be able to trust you. I done said it before. How can you trust a work in progress? How can you trust an idea? The person is a work in progress, but the idea is static. Here's the idea, but I'm over here a work in progress, right? I made a commitment to do and be some shit at this stage of my development. 6 months later, this idea might be incongruent with who I am now. But because I promised that I would be this, you gonna hold me, do you see what I'm saying? To what I said I was gonna do. How do you lose sight that not only is your partner a work in progress, but you are too? How do you lose sight of that?
Selective blindness.
Selective blindness. That's ignorance. I'm gonna choose not to look at that. Lord, I'm gonna wait till somebody bring it up. No, not the kid.
Not me, Lord.
Hit the like button, y'all. if this is edifying your soul in any way, shape, or form. Right? Hasn't it always been like, maybe to me, it's always been a question to me, why everybody is so big on trust and loyalty? I believe that they're fear-based.
Yeah.
If you give me this and assure me that you're going to give it to me for as long as you can, because the moment you stop giving it to me, then I don't have to be loyal to you. Mm-hmm. So are you loyal to what I give? So you're loyal and your trust is conditional, right?
Yeah.
It's based on performance.
The first time you say no, it's like you never said yes. In the words of the great philosopher Beyonce.
When I see people who put an emphasis on loyalty and trust, I know I'm dealing with somebody that's been hurt and hasn't healed from the hurt.
Wow.
Right? I know I'm dealing with somebody that's been hurt. They got an emphasis and a premium on trust and fear, or on trust and loyalty. Fear is always in relation to something. It does not exist by itself. That something could be a moment in time. I was abused right here. I was disrespected right here. I was marginalized, minimized. I was made to feel small right here. There is fear of what happened yesterday in relation to the possibility of its repetition tomorrow. There is always the fixed point from which relationship takes place. Do you know what is born out of loyalty, fear, and trust?
Fear? No.
Do you know? I'm going to tell you. Like the head, here it go.
Uh-huh.
Behavior.
Oh, okay.
This is where you get the bottom liners that say behavior speaks louder than everything. I can't trust what you say. I can only trust what you do. Y'all have heard me say this before. I'm a human being, not a human doing. See, if you are a big behavior person, and we go back to Buddha, and he says, the source of dukkha, suffering, is attachment. What if I behaved exactly the way you wanted me to behave? Would you love me more? Would you feel more connected to me? Listen, to me, not to my behaviors, to me, the person, the work in progress, right? Where there is attachment, there is suffering. I'm attracted to and attached to your behavior. Now you're addicted to my behavior. And as long as I behave in alignment with what your fear said, right, will prevent me from feeling pain or hurt at any moment, then you're a good person, you're a good man, you're a match for me, you fit me. Are y'all listening? Give me the fist. Give me the fist up if y'all listening. Maybe this is too much. I don't know. I'll wait. I'll wait for the fist to roll in. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. If you just got in here, hit the like button. We're having a real conversation. Is trust and loyalty based on fear? We're having a real conversation. Hit the like button. Show me that fist if this is resonating at all. We become addicted to certain type of behaviors, right? We want performance, right? But a sexologist will tell you, you can't go into love making thinking about your performance. Great sex is about vulnerability. It's about being open. It's about allowing what's happening in an organic way. But if you're thinking, I'm gonna beat this pussy up, many dudes suffer from what is known as performance anxiety. And guess what? That manifests itself for the performer in the relationship. Hey, bottom line, you need to behave this way. You need to act this way, because guess what matters more than anything else? In order to keep me, you have to behave. You have to do. I'm a human being, not a human doing. I'm a work in progress. And if I'm a work in progress, does your bottom line for happiness, which is based on my behavior, allow for my room to grow and change and evolve? There is fear of what happened yesterday in relation to the possibility of its repetition tomorrow. There is always a fixed point from which relationship takes place. Let's keep going. This is quotes from a book you guys can get. It's called Jiddu Krishnamurti on Fear. Can you find the quote for that? He says, how does fear come into this? I had pain yesterday. There is the memory of it, and I do not want it again tomorrow. Thinking about the pain of yesterday, thinking which involves the memory of yesterday's pain, projects the fear of having pain again tomorrow. Tell you what, if this shit gonna move forward, you need to be 10 toes down. You need to be with me irrevocably. And hey, all I ask is that you just tell me the truth when you're not down with me, and then I can bounce. How can you bounce from all the time, energy, and effort you invested in this situation? Because you weren't really in the situation. What you're in is in the business of the outcome. I want what you said you would give me. I need that fix. That fix might be your behavior. Even if the behavior is something that is perceived to be as benign as just be nice to me. Right? I ain't always nice. Just pay attention to me. I'm not always present. Can I be human for a moment and not be nice and not be present? Sure, you got to get the fuck out of here then. That means you don't love all of me. You love the part of me that serves you. That's not how relationships work. We didn't even get to the part of, are you what you demand? Whole thing. Thinking about the pain of yesterday. Thinking, which involves the memory of yesterday's pain, projects the fear of having pain again tomorrow. So it is thought that brings about fear. Your thinking brings about fear. How many of you motherfuckers on the hamster wheel overthinking, not sleeping? Me. Answering. I always say, never answer your own questions about somebody else. Listen to that last piece. Never answer your own questions about somebody else. Get off that fucking that thought wheel, hamster. So it is thought that brings about fear. Thought breeds fear. Thought also cultivates pleasure. Listen, fear and pleasure, fear and pain, they are all part of the same coin. To understand fear, you must understand pleasure. They are interrelated. Without understanding one, you cannot understand the other. This means that one cannot say, I must only have pleasure and no fear. Fear is the other side of the coin, which we call pleasure. Listen. You can't make somebody else feel the way you made me feel. You committed to me. Yeah. And the fear of that happening is what makes you hold something tighter.
or let it go altogether?
Being territorial.
Are you with the person or are you with their performance? Are you with the person? Are you with their performance? Are you with their provision? What they give you? And the moment they stop giving you, or maybe they never gave it to you and you hung in there for a while to see if they could give it to you, you dated potential. See, just because you can't see another person's progress, it don't mean that they ain't at the end of their own tunnel. See, you in your tunnel with tunnel vision, and you can't see that this person about to get off on the off ramp to their purpose. And because you can't see it, that person looks uncertain to you. Are y'all listening? Oh man, we got people in here showing major love. Malcolm Charles, thank you, brother. Thank you. I am who I am. Brother, thank you. Ka, the artist, thank you, thank you, thank you. Listen, if this information is valuable to you, if you feel like this is a game changer, then follow suit what these brothers is doing and brothers and sisters are doing. We appreciate all of the super chats. We appreciate all of the support. And I'm really serious. Come to Mises. This is the work. This is the work right here. Come to Mises.com. Go there right now. Sign up, sign up, sign up, sign up. I just saw 2 Shrouded Lighthouse orders. So thank you guys. But yeah, get involved with what I'm doing. Don't just sit and get the free snippet pieces. Get involved. Put some skin in the game. We never actually listen to what somebody else is saying. We are always translating what others are saying. This is Krishnamurti. Now, who built your translator? Is fear part of the translation? Is worry part of the translation? As Krishnamurti said, is that point in time you got hurt, the past, memory, is that part of the translation? NP, thank you, thank you. Is that part of your translation? Because you never heard me. You never really listened, but you interpret incessantly. Who's interpreting? Who's translating? Is your hurt translating? A man got to come in here with emotional stability. How will you recognize it if you're emotionally unstable? See, to the emotionally unstable person, the person who has emotional stability look crazy. Why ain't you excited? Why ain't you tripping? This is serious. Yes, but I don't have to trip. See, I'm one of those persons, the bigger the problem, the calmer I get. The small shit is what fuck with me. You got the nerve to take my attention off what the fuck I'm focused. I'll beat your ass. Now, but it's the big shit that I get calm on. Like, ah, shit. All right, I guess I'm going to jail. You see what I'm saying? First off, when you're in this kind of mindset, you rely too much on the outcome and the performance and the delivery of that performance from your partner. They got to show up. Yeah, you got to show up a certain kind of way for me. Huh? Who you think this is? You got to show up a certain kind of way for me.
You got to come correct.
You got to come correct. It ain't on me. Maya Angelou, when a person shows you who they are, believe them. Zoe Williams, when a person shows you who you are, believe the reflection that you got back from them. How come you can't believe the reflection you getting from your partner? Why? Because there's a sense of I'm better than this person. Yeah. All you got to do is fix your shit and the shit'll be cool. No. I'm reflecting you in some way. Otherwise, I couldn't trigger you. How could something that isn't you inherently trigger you? See, there's something about biology. Human evolution. A motherfucker see a snake. We don't have to know what kind of snake it is. It could be a harmless snake with no teeth. This is the rarely seen lawn snake that only eats grass. I don't give a fuck. That bitch look like a cobra to me. So there's something genetically in you that makes you recognize shit for a reason. Listen, how do you recognize pettiness? If it's not in you somewhere? How do you recognize the inability to show up for others? You must not show up for yourself in some way. So the universe is just random. How is the Fibonacci numbers random? They're not. So we see these elaborate patterns, Fibonacci numbers, these elaborate patterns that keep repeating themselves throughout the universe. Man, get it, girl. Thank you. You see these elaborate patterns, right? Manifesting themselves throughout the universe, right? You see the spiral in a nigga's waves from Philly. This nigga got his shit.
That brush game awfully.
You see? But you also see the goddamn spiral in a galaxy. You see the spiral in a plant. So if there's this type of complex order, how is it that you get something that you aren't inherently? How is it that you can recognize some shit that ain't you? See, that's what knowledge is, Krishnamurti. Knowledge is a reflex of memory. There's all types of memory. There's the memory of reading a book over and over again. There's the memory of indoctrination. There's conditioning memory, right? But there's also genetic memory. There's also trauma-based memory. See, people think trauma is about getting your ass beat. Sometimes trauma is about being gaslit, being lied to. Sometimes trauma is about being marginalized. Sometimes trauma is about always being somebody else's problem. How the fuck did I become what's wrong? How many people in here understand what I'm talking about? You the problem for everything?
Everything?
Everything? So everything that's wrong with us is me. You got to just look out the window.
Because they don't really want to be in a relationship. They just want to play one on TV.
Ooh. No. They want the relationship. But the question is, what do you want it for? See, you want the relationship because of the outcome. You're really an outcome hunter.
Oh, outcome hunter.
Right. You're hunting for a desired outcome. But there is no qualitative outcome unless there is a quality intake. What is that intake? That income from? Self-evaluation, self-honesty, self-acceptance, self-approval, self-appreciation, self-acknowledgement. See, when you acknowledge you, even your stanky, hoe-ass ways, just acknowledge it. I'm a hoe. I compromise myself in different aspects of my life. I've done this because I was trained to do it. Right? Society makes me compete. And if I can't compete, I cheat. Right? You ain't trying to win if you ain't cheating, is what Bruce Pearl said. Okay, cool. So you get what I'm saying? So you have to uncover all that fuck shit, right? And then say, damn, this is me. But it doesn't have to continue to be me. How motherfucking hard it is walking around here with 3-dimensional cords coming from the top of my motherfucking crown chakra, sitting around talking to niggas that barely got one lit up. Okay, I'm talking about shit niggas. Anyway.
That's a tuning fork.
Fear is one of the greatest problems in life. A mind that is caught in fear lives in confusion, lives in conflict, and therefore must be violent, distorted, and aggressive. You ain't gonna be around here if you don't provide me with what I think I need. And the reason why I think I need it is because I've been counseled by my fear, my ego, and my hurt inner child. They have told me what is the best shit to demand of somebody that want to be with me.
But experiences are your teachers, right?
If you listening.
Okay.
No teacher is worth their salt unless that goddamn student is ready to hear what's being said or what's being experienced. A teacher is worthless to the ears of the unwilling. How many women pray for a man? Pray that God send them a man. God send them a man, and then he ain't right.
He not right because the Lord didn't send that one.
God sent everybody. See that. Oh, say that again, please.
He didn't send that one.
God sends everybody. So you get to pick and choose which one you thought God sent.
What? In the nigga lineup.
If it feel good, God sent this one.
Sure?
If it feel bad, the devil's busy.
He stay clocked in.
Isaiah 45:7. Can we read it?
Would you like
I need my church, my Bible reader.
Isaiah, what now, baby?
45:7. Isaiah 45:7.
45 and 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
And read the old version.
Let me get the KJ.
Get that cadence together.
KJV. Okay. And it reads.
Yes.
I form the light.
Yes.
And create darkness.
My.
I make peace and create evil.
Yes.
I, the Lord, do all these things.
So God is responsible for good and evil, light and darkness. God brings it all to you, according to your holy book, if you want to follow that. If you don't want to follow that, then you can listen to Leonard Susskind. Leonard Susskind out of Stanford University when he talks about fine-tuning. The universe is so perfectly fine-tuned that if any fucking function of its creation was off and one of the universal constants, right, is followed by 120 zeros. That's pretty fucking precise. If any one of the universal constants was off, if the motherfucking Big Bang blew up faster than it was supposed to, guess what? Too much speed, too much motherfucking heat, electrons wouldn't have developed. No electrons, no periodic table of elements. No elements, no life! So the universe is fine-tuned. And scientists, modern day scientists, do not want to say that, guess what? That's God. We live in a part of the universe called the Goldilocks zone. Everything is perfect. No water on no planets, but this one, you can't have life without water. There's planets all around us with fucked up atmospheres or no atmospheres, but this one got one. And the ozone, the Goldilocks. See, but That leads me to my ultimate point. Relationship is a classroom. To be a human being, watch this, earth is the classroom. Relationship is the teacher, the instructor. This is how you interface. You walk around talking about you got a goddamn relationship with God and don't know nothing about the universe that he created according to your book, according to your belief. Don't have no idea about higher planes of consciousness. I'm in relationship with God. No, you in relationship with what you think makes you comfortable. This is why you only like half your man.
Oh, Lord.
The half that does what you want him to do. The half that makes you feel good. Let me tell you now, the devil in your book is a spiritual personal trainer. That's why Satan means adversary. That's why your big mama would tell you now, you ain't lived no life unless you've been through something. That's why people who got successful marriages will say, we've been through some shit and we came through out the other side and we're stronger for having gone through the shit. I can't bring you what you're supposed to bring out yourself. Uh-oh. Meme it. I can't bring to you what is your responsibility to bring out of yourself. Somebody says, so Zo, how do you know the difference between growth, you know better, you do better, and fear, I'm not going through that shit again? So let me just say this. You know better, you do better, again, is a capitalistic, narcissistic, right, byproduct of this toxic society. How so? Doing better typically is predicated on your life, what you've accumulated. When we say doing better, we're talking about spiritual maturity. In other words, a wider perspective. Less and less what? Drama. Less, and we're talking about internal drama. Remember, the drama, we always want to focus on the drama that's in the relationship. No, but the drama in the relationship is a reflection of the drama inside the person. Somebody said, difference between growth and change. Change is superficial. Growth is usually transformative. When you grow, you typically expand outward into more than what you were. That's growing. Change is, I can change this person if they don't do what I want them to do. I can change this situation if I don't get what I feel like I deserve. See, you got to grow into what you deserve. See, when you evolve and expand as a being, your frequency changes. You magnetize a different type of experience. But when you run from the internal work, all you can do is superficially change the scenery.
So you can have growth with change, but you can't have, but just because you have change don't mean you have growth. Exactly.
You can change where you live. Mm-hmm. You can break up with somebody and get with somebody new. And them same problems that you had be sitting on your new couch, farting, waiting for you to, hey, you do know you got to talk to me, right? You do know we got to finish that conversation we was trying to have, right? Can you imagine your troubles just, that look like that sex is good.
Oh, that look like.
Y'all look like y'all having a good time.
What y'all doing?
You know, I'm fucking with y'all. I'll fuck with y'all in like 18 months after this magical shit wear off. Like in 18 months, you know, the honeymoon. Hey, cause you remember me in the last relationship?
I was right there.
You remember, I'm the reason you broke up with that nigga. You do know this nigga got that.
Same thing.
It feel a little different, but he. We'll talk about it when,
when you're ready to listen again.
when you ready to listen.
But it's almost like you're taking out the trash. You're putting the trash in the trash can, but you don't take it outside and wonder why your house stinks.
Listen, if the universe is fine-tuned, how is that nigga wrong for you?
But how can it be right? But he don't feel right.
Why? Is it because he don't feel right, or is it because you don't feel right? What about him? Do you see what I'm saying? What about him wakes up that feeling in you? We talking purpose work.
He remind me of something.
We talking, here this nigga on the couch here. Hey.
Hey.
I know this shit new. I know you niggas enjoying yourselves.
Till he become to the trigger nigga.
Hey, but listen, hey, for real though, for real, can I get on your calendar? 'Cause you know you got to talk to me at some point, you know. I mean, I'm just saying, you know.
I'm just saying.
I ain't trying to rush you. I know this shit new. But, you know, at some point, just put me on your calendar. Maybe 6 months or something. 6 months too soon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is that cool?
I mean, hey, does anybody else sit on this couch? the nigga, your problems are going to be there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know why you get rid of people? Because it feeds your ego. It makes your ego feel like you got power. I did something right for me. Huh. You in here fucking up? Gots to go, nigga. You not doing what I want you to do or providing what I think you should provide? Gots to go. It gives your ego a boost of you're in control.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, yeah.
How many of you motherfuckers really enjoy your relationships when they ain't working?
If anybody say yes, they lying.
That's a heavy question. How many of you motherfuckers love deepen for your partner when you guys are disjointed? Or is your natural knee-jerk reaction to disconnect or discontinue the relationship or find someone else?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, because I know for me, it's like if we're having issues, I would still be, even though I'm acting like I'm mad, I'm not, no, a lot of times I'll be mad, but every woman wants a man to fight for them. You know what I'm saying? That'd be like, no, baby, you know, they start pouring on the
Disney.
kids. Yeah.
Disney.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with a Disney dude at times. You know
No, that's
Okay.
not.
No.
We're talking about spiritual maturity, turning into spiritual adults. Right?
Wow.
There is no fight when you embrace your darkness. When you embrace what challenges you, what limits you. When you embrace what limits your thinking, that's the only way it will allow you to rewrite it. That's the only way your thinking, because the moment you come into your thinking on some judgmental condemnation shit, your thinking will defend itself. Well, bitch, this is who you are. What you gonna do, commit suicide? You gonna quit? You got this motherfucking far with these beliefs. How you gonna disrespect me and I got you here? Huh? That's how the ego works. The ego is identity. And if you identify with overcoming, the universe is gonna keep throwing shit at you for you to overcome. I'm an overcomer. See, it don't mean shit to me, you know. You can fuck up if you want. I'll cut a nigga quick. And the universe keeps giving you cut a nigga quick experiences. Because that's who you identified yourself as to the universe. I've said this before. The universe is a living canvas. Your thoughts and your words and your deeds, when painted on that canvas, manifest as reality. So many motherfucking fake gurus running around this bitch.
Okay.
Repeating bits and pieces they done heard from all kind of motherfuckers without citing them. Why? Because they want to project overcoming.
Or they have a good writing team.
Right. They want to project some kind of samadhi. Confused as fuck, but they got the motherfucking yoga pose the fuck down. Oh, you say you said it right. That's how you say it.
It was like this white boy that was on this reality show. He said, what I do, I'm a breathing professional, and I teach people how to breathe.
You mean people that are alive?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
People pay thousands of dollars to go and have him teach them how to breathe. I'm like, but we'll pay for that. We'll pay for that.
Why loneliness is so powerful. When you feel lonely, you get more defensive. You focus more on self-preservation, even though this is not done intentionally. Completely unbeknownst to you, your brain is focusing more on self-preservation than the preservation of those around you. This, in turn, can make you less pleasant to be around. See, when somebody is in survival mode in a relationship, your motherfucking behaviors have to line up with their expectations and their desired outcomes, or they begin to get, as Krishnamurti said, violent. Now, when I say violent, I don't mean like socking you and beating you up, even though that can happen too, but I mean the violence of emotional abuse, of verbal abuse. Well, you know, had you did this, I mean, we wouldn't even be in this situation. I mean, all you had to do was listen. I mean, didn't I tell you? You think motherfuckers who got bread don't go through these problems? You think wealthy people don't go through these problems? They do. But if I got a motherfucking chateau up in the Malibu canyons with a fireplace in the bathroom and in every room, and we got a cook, it's easier to be comfortable on that side of the house than it is to just be, all right, I'm out, nigga. I'm finna go on back to the trailer park. No. See, again, money just makes it last longer.
Yeah.
Because there's leisure time that's built in money. Hey, guess what? We still got relationship issues, but you know what? This is what I decided to do. Yeah. You know, listen, I don't communicate all that well. My bad, you know.
That's me.
So this is on me. So this is what I'm doing for you. You want a massage? I'm gonna pay for a massage. I'm gonna get you a massage.
And then,
I'm sending you over there to the massage people. What's that, William Birkin now? We Spa or some shit. I'm gonna send you down there, and then you want to go on vacation? This is what money do.
Yeah.
You want to go on vacation? Guess who at the spa, and guess who on vacation with you?
The same problem.
The problem is at the spa. You know, this massage is this shit right here. The last nigga didn't have no money, but this nigga,
I'm skinny dipping.
hey, rub right here on my pelvis. This little area right here is a little tight. My little hip flexor. Stretch this nigga all the way out. Your problem's sitting right there at the spa with you. Your problem is in Aruba. You know, this that real motherfucking Caribbean food down here, ain't it? This ain't that shit we get over there on Manchester. This ain't that Inglewood Caribbean food. This is that real shit they pull out the water. Your problems are everywhere you go. And if you don't understand the spiritual kung fu that is claim over blame, even the vacations and the leisure time that comes with a relationship that has some means will wear off. It'll wear off.
Yeah.
Trust is fear-based. You cannot tell me these 3 quotes that I read from Krishnamurti don't affect a lot of you guys. How you gonna have trust where there is fear? If there is fear, that's clear that you don't trust you, being the total you. I said it in the Shrouded Lighthouse book. You only accept half yourself, which is why you only accept half your partner. You can't tolerate the fuck shit in you, so you ignore it. So you damn sure ain't gonna tolerate the whole person that is your partner, the light and dark of them. You just want to be satisfied. But you can't be satisfied until you acknowledge what is unsatisfactory within yourself. Somebody gave me a thumbs down. All right, I guess I'll leave. Fuck it then.
Don't do it, so.
I mean, I don't have to do it. I don't have to talk and share. Maybe this shit is whack as fuck. I don't know. Let's get some feedback. Let's get some feedback from the viewers.
Okay.
Can we get some feedback?
Now we're getting feedback from.
Now we got 2 thumbs down. Fucking dickheads.
Wow.
I want some feedback from the chat room. It's enough of you guys in here to share. Please give me some feedback. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys disagree? If you disagree, please share. If you agree, please share. If you have a totally different perspective, please share that as well. Also, everybody who is in here, if you can, please support the channel by hitting the super chat button or my Cash App. Right? My Cash App is $ZoWhatNeter. If everybody could send $5 to that, I'd appreciate it. And would you do me the solid of also showing some love to Sarah? Sarah makes these shows, man, with her fucking shit. She's fucking hilarious, right? And be adding like some real nuanced, great questions. So, out of love and respect for Sarah, please, man, y'all hit her Cash App, man. $Sundays with Sarah. Right? Can we do that? What is the main cause of loneliness? Loneliness can be attributed to internal factors such as low self-esteem. People who lack confidence in themselves often believe that they are unworthy of attention or regard from other people, which can lead to isolation and chronic loneliness, right? But there is a power in loneliness where one can do what I said in the Relationship Dismount book. When I told people in the Relationship Dismount book, I said, do you know that after a relationship or even during a relationship, do you know you can go in chapter 3, you can go into your cocoon. The cocoon, if you look at the process of a cocoon, we put it in our toolbox for the last masterclass, the University of You. And when you see that a fucking caterpillar basically deconstructs and liquefies its entire body and rebuilds it, Loneliness can help you do that if you go in there with the purpose of conquering demons, your demons. If you go in there with the purpose of being a spiritual alchemist, where you're transmuting your dark light into visible light. Oftentimes, your dark light is shielded and protected by frivolous, meaningless relationships that are predicated on somebody doing what you want them to do.
Quite a bit of feedback here.
My shaman friend said something very powerful to me the other day. It sent shock waves through my spirit because he checks on me from time to time. He always says, "How about it?" Always sending prayers and thousands of spirit beings and ancestors to support you. He said, "Tell me something. When is the last time somebody saw you for what you are? Saw you as you are, without judgment?" Shit socked me in the head. When is the last time you saw yourself and was okay with what you saw? If you ain't okay, how can they be okay? Being okay has nothing to do with what comes out your mouth. When was the last time you saw yourself for who you really were and you were okay with it? And I'm not talking about the good part. It's easy to focus on how dope we are, how smart we are, how fly we are, right? But I'm talking about how dark you are. Can you look at your darkness without judging it, without condemning it, without running from it, without trying to box it up, package it up, tape it up, and put it away? Sarah, your closing thoughts?
My closing thoughts?
Yeah.
For me in my life, I find that, I'm trying to overcome the whole loneliness thing, especially being here away from my family. Mm-hmm. But I think that it has caused me to have a strength I didn't know I had, and to me, be okay with not only fucking up, but growing up through the fuck up.
Hey, say more. I'm gonna turn to the side. Say more.
Because, it doesn't matter what I've heard people say about me and everything, because I live with myself every day, and I don't have the privilege of assuming how I am because I live with myself. But I've stopped kind of beating myself up for the decisions that I made, and instead of beating myself up and down for it, just growing up and realizing, stepping back from the situation, analyzing things, and I'm still gonna fuck up, but at the same time, if these things are causing me to grow even a little bit each day, then I'm okay with it. I'm learning to be okay with it. But they are, I can sense something really big about to happen for me, mm-hmm. because my fuck up labor pains are coming like often and frequent. So I'm contracting, so I know that
fuck up labor pains.
My fuck up labor pains are getting very intense. And even though I've tried to see,
she dilated 8 centimeters, y'all. Exactly. She's about to give birth.
But it's I don't really want no epidural, because I've been offered past relationships to kind of ease my loneliness. At the same time, I know that if I don't feel the full thrust of it, I'm not going to fully appreciate what comes from it. So that's me.
There we go. I love it.
Thank you.
My final words. Find a way. Find a way. Right?
Yeah.
Just find a way. And sometimes finding a way is being okay, right, on the road of uncertainty. Right? Sometimes uncertainty is really not uncertainty, it's just the middle of the journey. Right? So you done come too far to go back, and you don't see, right? You don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, but you've gone so far. So it's like, well, shit, I'm too far to turn back, but I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Am I wasting my time? Oftentimes we find ourselves in that position in relationship, right? Stay the course. 1 foot, or what is the old Confucius statement? 1 step is the first step on a journey of 10,000. Right?
On my grandmother's beauty school graduation placard, it said...
Her cosmetology placard.
Shout out to Franklin Beauty School in Houston. But it has, take 1 step at a time, but always forward.
Do you see?
And it was from 1943.
Did they have hot combs?
They
used that green grease, huh? That Crown Royal.
Baby,
with the silver top.
Don't say nothing about that grease.
That green grease lay your shit straight down. Gorilla Glue girl should have used that. You lay that shit down as thick as that grease is.
Baby, that blue magic.
Anyway, I love everybody here. I really wish you guys would support like this all the time. The Super Chat was cool. We did really well on Super Chat today, I think. Really well for our standards, because shit, we had a show where we did a 2-hour show, we got $12. So today was a good day, and I'm thankful for that. But I'm really urging everybody to really go to the Come to Mises class, right? Sign up. I promise you this will be worth the money you spend on it. www.cometomises.com. Those are my guests. We're going to do a real serious intensive. We're trying to heal homes and relationships. We're trying to heal folk for real, or at least put them on the path to heal themselves. I think that's the real purpose behind this. We can't do the healing for you, but this group of people, we have the skill set and the toolbox to put you in that position to do it for yourself. There is a code. The code is ZoLive21. You will get 70% off. Like I said, we put the price up there because if you look up a Tony Robbins masterclass or a Gary V masterclass, they're not offering 70% off. Right? These white folk, they got disposable income, right? They're not offering that. A Tony Robbins masterclass is, I've seen one for $5K. And he had 3, 4, you know what I'm saying? He had 3, 4, maybe 5,000 people in there. It's $5K, that's why he's a millionaire. That's why he lives in Fiji, right? He can sell his masterclass for $5,000, right? And people are not buying his masterclass because he's a celebrity. People are buying his masterclass because of the information that he provides. You might have some people that say, oh, Tony Robbins, the celebrity, but then when they get in there and have some real breakthroughs, they go, God damn, this $5,000 was worth it. It changed my whole fucking life. It changed every aspect of who I thought I was, right? So we put just a baseline price on there, not to say this is what we're going to charge you, but we put that price on there just to say this is what we feel like it's worth. Now, I believe my master class is worth every bit as much as the one that Tony Robbins is offering. But I understand my people's plight here in America. So we put that price at $1,200. But I believe it's worth $6,000, $7,000. Shit, I know some other black relationship specialists, their master class is $2,400. Their relationship workshops and intensives, $2,400. And they're getting it. But, you know, sometimes I err on the side of our people and I go, well, you know, we're not doing that well. My master class is $360 once you put the code in. And we gave motherfuckers a 4-pay on the 360. You could pay $98 at a time every 2 weeks. But people be like, who the fuck is he? Fuck him. All right, y'all. Go support that masterclass. Come to Mises.com. I appreciate everybody for being here. I appreciate everybody for sharing with me. I'm off to do another show. And I just thank you guys for sharing in this dialogue and this discussion. This has been Zolo Mansions.